In this video, we will talk about data representation and various number systems. So let's begin. So there are several number systems used for digital representation of data. Among these, four systems are mostly used. These are binary number system, octal number system, decimal number system, and hexadecimal number system. We will talk about these number systems in details. Let's talk about how a data is represented. So a number or a value is written within a bracket, and the base of that particular number or the particular number system is written in the lower right hand bottom of that bracket. Within the bracket, the value of that particular representation is written. First, let's talk about decimal number system. It is commonly used number system for any mathematical calculation or input. It has base 10 and uses 10 numbers, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to represent any data. The sequence of numbering of each bit starts from 0 before the decimal point from the right and proceeds in leftward, and after decimal starts from -1 and proceeds in rightward. And the weightage is measured in terms of 10 to the power the respective numbering. Now let's talk about binary number system. It uses only two numbers, that is 0 and 1, to represent any data or number. Computer uses and understands this number system only. Its base is 2. The sequence of numbering of each bit starts from 0 before the decimal point from the right and proceeds in leftward, and after the decimal starts from -1 and proceeds in rightward. The weightage is measured in terms of 2 to the power of respective numbering. Leftmost bit is the most significant bit and the rightmost bit is the least significant bit, and the decimal or the point is known as the binary point. Now let's talk about octal number system. It uses 8 numbers to represent any data or a numeric value. It has base 8 and it uses the following numbers to represent any data: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The sequence of numbering of each bit starts from 0 before the decimal point from the right and proceeds in leftward, and after decimal it starts from -1 and proceeds in rightward. And the weightage is measured in terms of 8 to the power respective numbering. Leftmost bit is the most significant bit and the rightmost bit is the least significant bit, and the decimal point is known as the octal point.
Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realign, 'cause I've been sitting here same old ways.
Now we will talk about hexadecimal number system. Its base is 16 and uses 16 numbers to represent any numeric value or data. The number used to represent any value by hexadecimal system are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. The numbers are in decimal 1 and in hexadecimal 1. In decimal 2, in hexadecimal it is 2. In decimal 3, the hexadecimal is 3. In decimal 4, in hexadecimal is 4. Decimal 5 in hexadecimal is 5. Decimal 6 in hexadecimal is 6. Decimal 7 in hexadecimal is 7. Decimal 8 in hexadecimal is 8. Decimal 9 in hexadecimal is 9. Decimal 10 in hexadecimal is A. Decimal 11 in hexadecimal is B. Decimal 12 in hexadecimal is C. Decimal 13 in hexadecimal is D. Decimal 14 in hexadecimal is E, and decimal 15 in hexadecimal is F. let's talk about the decimal to binary conversion of any number. For whole numbers, to convert a decimal number to a binary number, a decimal number and the following quotient numbers needs to be divided by 2 continuously till the quotient becomes 1. The remainders are then to be arranged in opposite order and then resulting number will be the binary number. So our first example is to convert 321 in decimal to a binary number. So the solution is, first we will divide the decimal number continuously till the quotient becomes 0. Let's see. So 321 divided by 2 gives 160 and remainder 1, and then 2 divides 160 gives remainder 0 and quotient 80. 80 divided by 2 gives remainder 0 and quotient 40. 40 divided by 2 gives remainder 0 and quotient 20. 20 divided by 2 gives remainder 0 and quotient 10. Then again 10 divided by 2 gives remainder 0 and quotient 5. Then again 5 divided by 2 gives quotient 2 and remainder 1. And again 2 divided by 2 gives remainder 0 and quotient 1. So the binary representation of 321 is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 in binary. For fractional numbers, to convert any decimal numbers into binary number, we will multiply the number continuously with 2 and eliminate the non-fractional part and arrange the non-fractional part in order. This will be repeated until the product becomes 1. For example, we will convert 0.250 of decimal into binary number. So the solution is, first 0.250 into 2 gives 0.5, the fractional part is 0. Then 0.5 into 2 gives 1 and the fractional part is 1. So we get 1 0. So the binary representation of 0.250 in decimal is 0.10 in binary. Now our third example is, we will convert 24.25 of decimal into a binary number. So the solution is, in 24.25 the non-fractional part is 24. So we will divide it continuously. 24 divided by 2 gives 12 and remainder 0. Then 12 divided by 2 gives 6 and remainder 0. Then 6 divided by 2 gives 3 and remainder 0. And then 3 divided by 2 gives remainder 1 and quotient 1. So we will get 1 1 0 0 0. Fractional part is now 0.25, so we will multiply it continuously with 2. So 0.25 into 2 is 0.5, fractional part is 0. Then 0.5 into 2 is equal to 1, the fractional part is 1. So our result is 0.1. So the net result is 1 1 0 0 0 plus 0.10 equal to 11000.10. So the binary representation of the number 24.25 is 11000.10 in binary. So now let's talk about how a binary number is converted to a decimal. So to convert a binary number into decimal number, we will multiply the respective weightages of a binary bit with the bit and add them. So our first example is, we will convert 10101101.1011010 of binary into a decimal number. So the solution is, first we will look into the weightages. So 10101101101110. So the placement is, we have decimal point after 10101101. So after decimal point it will proceed, and before decimal it will proceed in the following way. Now we will multiply the weightages with the respective bits. We will get 173.703125 in decimal. So the decimal representation of the binary number 10101101.1011010 binary is 173.703125 in decimal.
But here I am, same old thing.
Now Now let's talk about binary to octal conversion. To convert a binary number to a octal number, we will group the binary bits in groups of 3 bits. In case the last group deficits any bit, we will add extra zeros before them to fulfill that. Now before that, we will need to learn the binary bits of numbers used in octal number representation. They are: the binary of octal of 0 is 000, binary of octal of 1 is 001, binary of octal of 2 is 010, binary of octal of 3 is 011, binary of octal of 4 is 100, binary of octal of 5 is 101, binary of octal of 6 is 110, binary of octal of 7 is 111. We will simply use them to put the numbers. Now let's see an example. For example, we will convert 1011001010 of binary to octal. So the solution is 1011001001.01. We will get 4 groups of 3 bits, that is 101, 100, 101, and after decimal 010. So the value of 101 is 2, 100 is 4, and 101 is 5. And after decimal 010 it is 2, so we will get 245.2. So the octal representation of the number 1011001001.101 of binary is 245.2 in octal.
Time won't change anything if I don't.
Now let's talk about octal to binary conversion. So to convert a octal number to a binary, we will do the reverse of the binary to octal conversion. We will simply convert the octal bits into 3 bits of binary bits and then place them according to the position of the octal bits. For example, we will convert 754.3 of octal to a binary. So the binary bit of 7 is 111, binary bit of 5 is 101, binary bit of 4 is 100, and binary bit of 3 is 011. Therefore we will get 754.3, we will get binary bits are 111, then 101, then 100, and after decimal 011. So the decimal representation of 745.3 of octal is 111.101.011 of the binary.
Follow all the leading signs.
Now let's talk about decimal to octal conversion. For whole numbers, to convert a decimal number to a octal number, a decimal number and the following quotient numbers needs to be divided by 8 continuously till the quotient becomes a number less than 8. The remainders are then to be arranged in opposite order and the resulting number will be the octal number. So our first example is, we will convert 459 of decimal to a octal number. So the solution is, we will divide the decimal number continuously till the quotient becomes less than 8. So 459 divided by 8 gives remainder 3 and quotient of 57. Again 57 divided by 8 gives 7 as quotient and remainder 1. So we will get 713 after arranging. So the octal representation of 459 of decimal is 713 of octal. For fractional numbers, to convert any decimal number into octal number, we will multiply the number continuously with 8 and eliminate the non-fractional part and arrange the non-fractional part in order. This will be repeated until the product becomes less than 8. So let's see our example. We will convert 0.125 into a octal number. So the solution is, for non-fractional part 0.125 into 8 gives 1. So the non-fractional part is 1. So the octal representation of 0.125 of decimal is 0.1 of octal. Now let's convert 24.125 of decimal into a octal number. So the solution is, first for non-fractional part 24, we have non-fractional part. So we will divide 24 by 8, it will give the quotient of 3 which is less than 8 and remainder of 0. So after arranging we will get 30. Now for fractional part it is 0.125. To convert the octal we will multiply 0.125 into 8, we will get 1. It is in a fractional part and it is less than 8 also. So we will get 0.1 in our fractional part. So we will add up 30 plus 0.1 and we will get 30.1. So the octal representation of the number 24.125 of decimal is 30.1 of octal.
Yeah, same old ways. Taking off without the same mistakes.
let's talk about decimal to hexadecimal conversion. So for converting a decimal number to a hexadecimal number, simply there is no change in digit from 0 to 9, but if the two consecutive digits results in the number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then they will be converted to A, B, C, D, E, F respectively. For example, we will convert 1243510.8214 of decimal to a hexadecimal number. So the solution is C435A.82E. Representation of the decimal number is hexadecimal of C435A.82E of hexadecimal. Let's talk about hexadecimal to decimal conversion. For converting a hexadecimal number to a decimal number, simply convert A, B, C, D, E, F into 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 respectively, and rest other will be same. So our first example is we will convert AE45.BC21 of hexadecimal to decimal. The solution is A we have 10, E is 14, B is 11, C is 12. So 10, 1, 4, 45.111221. So the decimal representation of the hexadecimal number AE45.BC21 of hexadecimal is 101445.111221 of decimal. Now let's talk about hexadecimal to binary conversion. To convert a hexadecimal number to a binary, simply convert a hexadecimal number into decimal number and then convert the same to a binary number. For example, we will convert 5C.25 of hexadecimal to a binary number. So the solution is C is 12, 5C.25 of hexadecimal is 5125 of decimal. Now let's convert it to binary. 512.25 of decimal, we have the non-fractional part is 512. So we divide 512 by 2, we get 256 with remainder 0. Then 256 divided by 2, we get 128, remainder 0. Then we get 128 divided by 2, we get 64, remainder 0. Then 64 divided by 2, we get 32, remainder 0. Then 32 divided by 2, we get 16, remainder 0. Then 16 divided by 2, we get 8 and remainder 0. Then 8 divided by 2, we get 4 and remainder 0. Then 4 divided by 2, again we get 2, remainder 0. And again 2 divided by 2, we get 1 and remainder 0. So our non-fractional part we have for the binary 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. And now let's talk about the fractional part. We'll convert 0.25 into 2, we get 0.5. Non-fractional part is 0 again 0.5 into 2, we get 1. The non-fractional part is 1. So our fractional part is 0.01. So the net result is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 plus 0.01. So we get 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0.0.01. So the binary representation of the hexadecimal 5C.25 of hexadecimal number is 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0.01. Let's talk about binary to hexadecimal. For converting a binary number to a hexadecimal number, simply convert the number to a decimal number and then convert the same to a hexadecimal number. For example, we will convert 1011.10 of binary to hexadecimal equal to 91.5. We get 91.5 of decimal. So 91.5 of decimal is the 91.5 of hexadecimal. Now let's talk about octal to hexadecimal conversion. To convert an octal number to a hexadecimal number, convert the number to a decimal and then simply convert the same to a hexadecimal number. So for example, we will convert 712.32 of octal to a hexadecimal number. So the solution is equal to 459.40625. So we get 459.40625 of decimal, which is also the 459.40625 of hexadecimal. So the hexadecimal representation of the octal number 712.32 of octal is 549.40625 of hexadecimal. Let's talk about hexadecimal to octal conversion. To convert a hexadecimal number to a octal number, simply convert the number to a decimal number and then convert it to the octal number. Now let's talk about an example. So we will convert A4.C of hexadecimal to octal number. The solution is A4.C of 16 to octal is A equal to 10 and C equal to 12. So A4.C of hexadecimal is 104.12. Non-fractional part is 104. So we'll divide 104 by 8, we get 13 and remainder 0. Then again 13, then we'll divide 13 by 8, we get remainder 1, remainder 5 and quotient 1. So after arrangement we get 150 for our non-fractional part. Now let's talk about fractional part. So we'll divide 0.12 into 8, we get 0.96. The non-fractional part is 0. Then 0.96 into 8, we get 7.68. The non-fractional part is 7. Multiply 0.68 into 8, we get 5.44. The non-fractional part is 5. Then 0.44 into 8, we get 3.52. The non-fractional part is 3. Consecutively we will divide and lastly we get 0.64. Lastly we will get 0. After arrangement we will get 0, 7, 5, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 7, 2, 1, 6, 0 as our decimal part. So the octal representation of the hexadecimal number A4.C of hexadecimal is 150.07534121160 of octal.
Can I leave it all behind? Follow all the leading.
Now we will talk about how to add two binary numbers. So for this we will remember some important results. These are 1 plus 0 we get 1, 1 plus 1 we get 0 and carry 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 we get 1 and carry 1, and 0 plus 0 is 0. Now let's see an example. We will add the binary numbers 10011.01 of binary and 110011.101 of binary. So for the solution we have 1100111.101 plus 0010011.010. So we get 1 plus 0 1, then again 1 plus 0 1, again 1 plus 0 1, then 1 plus 1 we get 0 and carry 1, then 1 plus 1 plus 1 we get 1 and carry 1, then 0 plus 1 we get 0 and carry 1, then 0 plus 0 plus 1 we get 1 and carry 0, then 1 plus 0 we get 1, then 0 plus 1 we get 1, then 0 plus 1 we get 1. So the resulting number is 1111010.111. So the sum of the binary numbers 10011.01 of binary and 1100111.101 of binary is 1111010.111 of binary. So this was all about the data representation and the binary number and various number system conversions. This was all for today. We will meet in the next video. Till then, like the video, share the video, comment on the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Goodbye. Jai Hind.